All right, today we're going to set up registration for the new seasonal year. First things first, you'll need to log into US Soccer Connect. Once you're on your dashboard, we'll notice we're in the current seasonal year, and that's where we need to start in order to set up registration. So let's get to it. Come over here onto your top dashboard area, hover your mouse over Setup, and click on Config. Now you have to remember we're at the league level, and that's where you'll first turn on registration. So once you get to the league level, you'll click on registration. From there, you'll see the new seasonal years. It should be up top for you. We'll have the fall spring seasonal year and then the recreation seasonal year. So today, for the sake of the training, we're just going to do fall and spring. What you'll do is you'll click this little icon, and then let's just first mess with the first play type that pops up. We've got Academy. I'm going to click this box and it'll check every age group offered for Academy. And then from there, you can come down and you can mess with these radio buttons. Show on public registration, require payment, automatically accept registration, and allow the system to charge the credit card. Configure them how you need to. Down here, you can set up activation dates, deactivation dates, and dates to charge your late fees. The last thing is this application types. You'll want to make sure that both are selected when it's time for players and coaches to register. Otherwise, they won't be able to create applications for these types. If you're having coaches register first because players are not eligible to register, maybe it's not their date yet, you can uncheck the player box and just allow coaches and admins to register onto their teams. Kind of gives you a head start on the registration process. Once you've configured accordingly, you'll want to come down to the bottom and you'll click Update. That saves the information for us. We can see a checkbox has been added to the fall spring seasonal year, and that means that at least one age group has been checked. If you want to see the little eyeball, you'll make sure to turn on registration. Otherwise, that eyeball won't appear. So for the sake of the training today, we're going to turn on registration for players and coaches. Okay, the next thing we'll want to do, and it's kind of a weird one, is we'll want to log out and then log back in. And what that does is it allows us to then see the new seasonal year in the drop-down for us. So let's go ahead and have you log out. Let's log back in. Once we've done that, you'll be back to your dashboard again here, and you'll be able to click this drop-down and you'll see the new seasonal year appear. So we'll click on it. And now we know we're in the right seasonal year where we can start configuring all of the new information for upcoming registration. Again, let's go over to Setup, Config. And now we turned on registration at the league level. We need to do the same at the club level. So to get down to the club level from league, you'll click this little icon right here. It kind of looks like an envelope. It's actually an arrow pointing down. And you'll click on the club level that you want to start configuring. We're going to choose the independent tournament teams now. From here, you'll be automatically defaulted to the club config page. This is where you can see your registration link. This link is what you can send out to clubs, coaches, players, put on your website, anything like that. If you ever need it changed, shoot the state office an email and we can update it for you. From here, I'm going to click on the registration tab. And everything that we did there at the league level, I'm going to do again here at the club level. And right now we can see only one level of play was copied down to the club level. And that's because at the league level, we only selected Academy play type. So I'm going to come down here, select only the ages that I want Academy players to register, turn on registration, require payment, automatically accept registration, and then we'll automatically allow the system to charge the credit card. And those are just my preferences. Next, we're going to show application types for coaches and players, then we'll click Update. We've got the little eyeball saying that registration is turned on, and the check mark that means that age groups are checked as well. From there, we'll cruise down to these sub-tabs. We'll start with custom fields. This is where you can ask any supplemental questions that you want answered at the time of registration. You can have it apply specifically to administrators and coaches, or you can have it apply just to the players. It's up to you. I see a lot of rec programs will ask maybe supplemental questions what elementary school does your player go to? And they only have it applied to players. So some other questions I've seen, do you want to volunteer on our board of directors? And you can apply that to either players or administrators. That way for the players, the parents will see it. You can have that question be a required field. Somebody's got to answer it. And you can also select the different way that you want to receive the information. Do you want it to be a text box where they have to actually type something in? Do you want it to be a drop-down list where they have options that you can select? If that's the case, you can type in your options right here and then add them. So once you've added your custom fields, if that's something you want to do, let's cruise on over to fees. And this is where you can add in the fees tied to the play type that you want the system to collect at the time of registration. So we went on and we configured Academy, and we only configured these age groups. So that's why it's only letting us type in fees for these age groups. So I'm just going to come in and type in 50 here. This M means that it's a mandatory fee. So when the player gets to the checkout page, they have to pay that $50 in order to complete registration. OS means optional selected, so it's already added to their order and the user has to uncheck it from their order. And then ON means optional not selected, and in order for it to be added to their order, they do have to check it. So for this sake, I'm just going to keep it as M. Click, before I create the fee, I'm going to title the fee and we'll have it be admin fee. Then you'll click create fee. So now we've got a $50 fee for Academy play type for an under 3 player. Now, you also from here, you have the option to create payment plans, and you just click on that once you're tied to the fee. And you can come in here and you can select the number of installments and click update. Next, I'm going to go into discounts. This is where you can create any discount codes that you want, codes or other offerings at the time of registration. The most often one that I see is promo code discount. You click on that, you can create a code, give it an expiration date. And then how much of a discount do you want to offer? Maybe it's $15. And then you'll click create discount. Now this code works until March 1st, and they've got to use it and add it to their order at checkout. Okay, well, that's adding fees and turning on registration. Good luck. Give us a call if you're having any problems, and we'll see you later.